This is the warm-up and hangout. I just opened the stream right now, so that's gonna take a few minutes before everybody's connected and before everything's up and running. Yeah, there's sound at least. That's a bit much. And oh yeah, if you want to participate, Tool is the first person on Zoom up here. I'm gonna post a link to Zoom in the comments. There you go. If you connect to that, gonna go a bit more over here in the middle. You will show up here, and tonight you will be in the music videos also. I finally have a technique for that. Dimitri is there, and it's his birthday on Sunday, so he's getting his birthday present 2 days early. Tonight he had a request last time, which I will be fulfilling for him tonight as a birthday present. So Anna also, and Fresik, Sunken Realm, hello on the other side of the planet. And Turatla, Fresik again, the Gaborski, Mikkel, hello. Troy. Yes, I'm on time. And there's even more up above. I have to scroll up a bit to see Loudbot and Fresik were the first one in here. So scrolling back down to say good evening to everybody and welcome to this summer heat live stream. Oh, and I have to tell you, I will also inform this when we start. My router, which is standing over there somewhere, it's the last week it's been crashing late at night. It crashes several times. I have to restart it. So I replaced it with a new router today. But what I don't know is are these crashes the router actually crashing, or is this a network problem in the house or the building, or is it an attack from the outside? Like I don't think anybody's attacking me, but maybe my IP has somehow ended up in an attack. So why does it crash? I don't know. But if it does, the stream will stop. I mean, like, YouTube will keep running. It will probably say something like waiting for signal or something. I don't know. And then I have to restart the router. That could take 5 minutes or so. And I don't know if I can then connect back to this live stream or if I have to make a new one. If I have to make a new one, I will try to find this stream and post a link to the new stream in that. But you can always check yourself at that link I just posted there. That will always point to the current live stream of Ugress. So if this stream kind of dies and nothing happens here for 10 minutes, then go to that link and I will hopefully be there until the router crashes again. So with that warning out of the way, good evening. How is everybody? I know it's Norway's time to have the heavy heat. I'm drenching in sweat in here, and also with all the studio lights. So and there's some energetic tracks tonight. So I'm promising this is going to be quite the workout. Oh, Joost and Jansen. I don't know who's Joost and who's Jansen, but it's one dog and one Joost. It's great to have you there on Zoom, up here in the corner. Can I make that bigger? No, not on this one. Okay. Hail to the Cowboy Desperado. So it's 10 minutes until we start. I have some small updates for you before we get going in 10 minutes. So this is actually a release party. The second EP out of 4 was released last Friday for the Lost World soundtrack. I will just give you an update on that. Let me just swap over here. This was released last Friday. Oh, and I'm gonna go back here and show you. I have the test pressing. It arrived yesterday. Actually, it's the 2 LPs. It's the test pressing from the factory, which I will then check that everything is fine. It's 2 LPs. because it's a double release. So I have only had time to kind of check it out. Like yes, they have at least placed the right side at the right side. I haven't had time to listen to all of the music to check for like errors or if there's anything problematic with it. But if everything's good, I will check it out this weekend. Then we are ahead of schedule, and hopefully the final batch, the main print, will arrive in about 6 weeks or so, which should be good in time for pre-orders, which I will then open up in August as soon as I know that the test pressing is okay. So I thought I'm gonna then show you the cover artworks. This is the EP that was released last Friday. And here's the cover artwork for the vinyl. I'm very excited to see how this turns out on the paper itself, because I spoke with the factory and we decided for this print, which is it's very distressed and worn and torn, it kind of looks like an old treasure map. So what we're doing, we're printing on the backside of the cardboard, on very rough cardboard. So it's going to look like a treasure map from the old Treasure Island novels. And here's the backside with some credits, the track listing, and a short history of the film and the story and the music. And then the gatefold, when you open it up, it's like this. There you have all the episodes, which also connect back to the EPs with a story from the reporter in the movie. It's kind of telling the story of what's happening, so you can follow it as you listen to the music. There's kind of like a narrative to help you, guide you through the movie. And I wasn't able to secure a license to do 4 live streams. We can go back here now. But I was able to get a license to do 1 live stream of the movie, as long as I appear, you see, like here, as long as I appear on top of the image, so nobody can copy it without also copying my own performance. So I'm going to be doing that live stream on October 23. As when the vinyl is out, because it's an opportunity for me to actually sell some vinyl. So we do a show at Bergen International Film Festival in the 16th of October, no, the 18th of October, and then I do the live stream, the full concert. So you will be able to experience the whole movie with the music live performed in October. Alright, I will check in with your beautiful comments. Or are you all punched out by the heat and kind of just lying there like a drowned octopus in the sofa? Chim Chim Cherry, hi, good evening. And Crystal also, good evening. Oh my god, 31 degrees in Belgrade. Yes, that's probably an improvement of the last few weeks in Central Europe. My god, I'm glad I'm out of Berlin. Though I heard that it's quite pleasant in Berlin right now. Alright, Toratla, thanks. I will. The Gaborski, I know. I don't have a HTTPS certificate for it. So, pardon if I actually typed HTTPS. It should be without. It's not a secure link. Caveat emptor. You're on your own if you use that shortcut to get to my to my live stream. I'm just scrolling up here to see all the comments that passed by. Yeah, Mikkel, I suppose Denmark is also... You're probably warmer than here, right? So put that up in case somebody drops in here without knowing that this is just a warm-up. So I don't think anybody of us needs a warm-up today. But it's nice to chat with you guys, and I'm glad to be back in regular live streaming. I have some, it's not fantastic news. It's just that, I had to make all of the live streams shorter for a period there while I was focusing on the score for the movie. But now the length of the live streams are slowly going back up. And I think for tonight we're going to run up around 40 minutes or so. What happens to the mic? which is still a bit short of the 45 minutes. But the last 3 weeks, I could finally only focus on live streams and new songs. So for tonight, we have 5 new songs and a lot of new visuals, and there is also a very mad experiment. So I'm finally glad to be back and kind of like giving my full focus to regular live streaming and the Ugress concepts. I still haven't landed on a new concept for the next album, but I'm slowly building stuff, and I think it's kind of realistic that spring or summer 2027 I think is likely for the next big push. So the soundtrack will get, like, I'm currently releasing that, but, you know, it's done, it's made. The only thing I have to do is push out the songs. And then for once that is out in October, I'm 100% changing my focus back to regular Ugress activity. Rain of Ashes, good evening. Oh my god, there's been a volcano eruption also. That's gonna help with the heat, but it's good to have you here anyway. Mr. Don also, and Trees of Olive, hello. I forgot to ask you, have you received the vinyl that you won back in December? I remember because I think because I couldn't ship it to the US, right? So we sent it to somebody in France, and they were going to send it on to you, or you were going to pick it up when you were in Europe. So have you gotten the vinyl yet after half a year or so? And thank you for the recommendation on Moosh. I will check it out. Michael Kunin, hello, good evening. Yes, we need a pre-cool down. I'm glad to hear that, Rain of Ashes. And yes, to or I'm not finished, but you know, the deadline was July 1st, so I just had to send in whatever was there, and my bookkeeper is everybody's satisfied. I know it could be done better, but it's done at least, so it's behind me now, and next year is probably going to be an easier process. All right, good to hear, Trees of Olive, that it's at least it's in France waiting for you. All right, it's 3 minutes until we start. Let me just check where is operational here. All right, looks like everything's up and running here. So we're good to go in 3 minutes or so. Have I said everything that I wanted to say? Oh yes, I am currently running a survey about artificial intelligence on my Patreon, and my god, that's people have a lot of strong opinions about that. It's really fun, it's great. I'm getting so many fantastic answers, a lot of interesting data about like how everybody thinks around artificial intelligence, and particularly generative artificial intelligence. So if you want to follow that thread, and if you have strong opinions on AI, you can join my Patreon. You can join for free, and then you can participate in the survey, and you will also see the results of that later this month when I publish them. I'm going to post a link to that. There. So it's currently like I'm asking a lot of questions like, what do you think about AI? How do you feel about it? What's your opinion? Like, how has it changed for you over the last 3 years? How okay are you with artificial intelligence in the arts specifically is my concern or my curiosity. And like one of the questions that maybe you guys can answer here just while I'm getting ready to start here now is like, how much do you feel that artists should disclose how much they are using generative artificial intelligence in their work. You know, the background here, it's generated. This character here is animated with generic AI, but you know, I that's a lot of work too, and I couldn't afford somebody to do this, so I do it myself. And these the particles in the air here, that's a similar. I don't know how to code that, but I can instruct an AI to code that. So I thought that was pretty obvious that I'm using AI, but there seems to be this kind of like, you should always disclose if you're using it. So I'm curious, what are you guys' take on that? Like, should I, every time I touch something with AI, should I kind of like slap a big AI warning on it? Or what do you think? Or just sign up on Patreon and follow. You just need your email, and you get some free posts every month. Patrick, also, good evening to you. You ran in the door just before starting here. It's 8 o'clock, so let me prep for launch. And I suppose we're all warm. All right, taking down the background there. And here we go. Hello and welcome to Ugress TV episode 48. It's 8 o'clock, so the concert part starts. We just had 15 minutes of warm-up where I talked about nonsense and why we have a warm-up when it's so warm outside. If you want to participate, like all the beautiful people and dogs up here and pillows up there, here's a link to Zoom. And you can connect with your webcam. The music, of course, comes through YouTube. And tonight, you will actually also appear in the visuals. I finally had some time to kind of like integrate all of the cameras into the music videos. So for tonight, it's a release party. Last week, I dropped the second out of 4 EPs from the Lost World soundtrack. I won't play anything from that for tonight. On these live streams, I'm taking a break from the film soundtrack. So I'm going to test out a lot of new Ugress music. There's going to be 5 new songs, and there's going to be 1 classic, and that's it. I will just warn you, I told this earlier, like my router is in trouble. It's been crashing several times this week. Then I have to restart it. So if I disappear, it could take a few minutes before I actually manage to restart it and reconnect to the stream. Or if I can't reconnect back to this stream, I will appear just on ugress.tv, which points to youtube.com/ugress/live, where it's always the latest current live stream. Happy release party. Done with that. The next live stream is going to be Friday, August 21st, and then it continues throughout autumn. Let's go. The first track is a request and a birthday present to the Gaborski. Happy birthday, my dear. Here is Pharos Epoque from 2022. Thanks. That was Pharos Epoque, and I was shocked to discover that the track is actually 4 years old now. To me, it's like, oh, that's a bit new, so maybe I shouldn't play it so often. But you know, it's been ages. Moving on. The next track is a new track, work in process, and here's, I think, a good example of what I spoke about earlier. I'm just going to play it, and then we can discuss it gently afterwards. Here's Pariah DeLuxe. Alright, so that was Pariah DeLuxe. It's a work in progress. And my main focus of that track is to it's this screen trip of endless traveling into screens. And I've been working on this for like 15 years, trying to find a way to do that live. I managed to do it before with like animation, that you kind of painstakingly animate step by step the screen into screen into screen. But now with AI, I could, together with the different LLMs, they help me to code this. I don't have the talent to code this, to do it live, but now this means that I can create endless recursive realities inside each other live on stage. So this is a prototype. It's a work in progress. But there's always screens in my work. There's screens everywhere. And now I finally have a way to kind of, instead of like cutting from scene to scene to scene, I can now fly through all of this. So this is the beginning of possibly a great work in the future. And I'm disclosing now that I'm wipe coding the kind of the process of moving from one room to another. It's not great yet, but it's a promising start. And you know what? It's actually working, which is my kind of like, woohoo! Just took me 15 years. All right, the next track, before I check in with your beautiful, thank you for all the applause, all your beautiful emojis and goal. I also saw a goal scoring there. The next track is Burn the Bridges.
cookies.
All right, so that was Burn the Bridges. I feel like that's very much a work in process, and also I feel like that it's actually two different tracks. They somehow, like when I built this, it's kind of like I kept building it. It's like I know I'm like, but these are actually two different tracks, I think. But anyway, I tested it like this, so it's kind of schizophrenic, but it's fun to play, and it's also fun to make those fake advertisements for 90s technology, and like the text writes itself of the kind of like it's gonna be so awesome if you just buy this. So just some quick updates on the Lost World and update on the release plans for that. Because I think I spoke about it last time, and then it was supposed to be 4 concerts, but it's only going to be 1 concert, and that's going to be in October. So the 23rd of October, the full movie will be performed live like this. On I will be in a corner, and we will play through the whole movie. That's once the soundtrack is out. The next track is a mad experiment, and it's quite crazy. And I'm gonna need like 30 seconds or so to set it up, because I have to use a separate computer for that because it's so complex. Give me a second. All right. As you know, I will schizophrenic music. I love it. Yes, I do, Mikkel. I love reading your comments, but I'm kind of like in a concert mode, so I will check in with some of your comments after this track. But I read all of the comments the next day, and I often laugh my ass off with all the funny comments and observations. So I'm much looking forward to see your comments. That is loaded and that is ready. And now I'm going to do Faustiplicity, which is a work in process. That's ready there. That's ready there. Let's see. I'm going to try and start it. I might have to restart it because sometimes the setup is wrong, but I'm going to try and start it and then we see how it goes. Whew. Oh my god. How do I go back there? It doesn't like with all of my works in progress. It doesn't have an ending, and I'm very unsure how long I should do this. And it's very good to test this out in front of a live audience to kind of get a sense of how quickly should it build, how much time should I spend on each level, and I'm also thinking about like what I can do. So I can layer multiple on top of each other. I can play all 64 genres at the same time. Like I have a tablet here with all of the. So whenever I change to like city pop. So it's insanely fun to play, but I'm not great at it yet. I noticed like, oh fuck, a lot of the transitions aren't super great. So I need to kind of get good at this. But it's a promising start. You guessed it. I probably should disclose that I did not write all of these songs myself. Or you know what? I wrote the song. The song is mine. I arrange and compose the song, and then generative AI creates 64 versions of it. It does not create 64 versions. It creates like thousands, and then I select. So for every genre, I get like maybe 10. I need maybe 20 drafts of that, and from those drafts, I pull out the good parts, I edit those together, I arrange. So I arrange 64 different songs and put them all in sync with each other. This is a fucking nutcase job, but it's so much fun. So I will keep working on this and test it out with different kinds of songs, and let's see how it goes. So that was today's mad experiment, and let's move on to the next track, which is, let's take it down a bit. I have to clean up my mess here. The next track is called Penglai Customs Department, which is also a work in progress, but much less stressful for me to start. All right, that was Penglai Customs Department, another work in progress. It's kind of an easy listening, simple trip-hop Chinese dreamcore thing. And we are now approaching the final track of tonight. But just before that, I'm just going to let you know, thank you for your support, for being here. That's the most important thing. But also, you know, I need to pay bills and stuff. So how to support me? The most important thing is actually sign up for my email newsletter, which has very low traffic. It's like a handful of emails per year. Whenever I email only whenever there's a release or something big is happening. So that's important for me to reach you with like, no, there is a new album, which you might be interested in. If you're not interested in it, then don't sign up. And also, if you want to get a bit more into the material of how I do the stuff I do and talk about the work, you can sign up for my Patreon. I'm going to post a link to that now. I know that I keep repeating this, but every time I do it, there's one or two new signups that are like, oh, holy shit, I did not know that you had a Patreon. So I'm telling you now, I do have a Patreon, and there's a traffic of like 4 to 6 posts every month on the different tiers. There's some posts on the free level, and then there's a music post, a video post, and a live event for the people on the highest tier. All right. Thank you for being here, and we are at 34 minutes. So it's the final track of tonight, which is called Toxipotamos. I am very happy for all of your comments, and I'm very much looking forward to read through all of them. I saw some smart comments on like feedback on the grid track, the Faustiplicity. Here is Toxipotamos, and I will see you on August 21. Enjoy.